Hi guys and welcome to our tutorial. This time we are going to be playing a game I made called Shark Shot. Kind of hard to pronounce. Tongue twister. Shark shot, shark, 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 shark. It's hard. Okay. Now, the shark really moves fast. A baby shark background music plays. And the shark fades in every time I click. And also new sharks appear. And they appear, the time it takes to appear for a new shark is shrunken every time. And then basically this is how it works. And when I reach 10 sharks, I'll wait for it. As you could see, there was a scream of a female and also a stop. Okay, now let's make the project. Actually, as you can see here, this target was originally a cat sprite. Yes. Now, we're gonna do the same thing. Now, we're gonna paint a new costume. We want to zoom in. And what I did was, I created a line, pressed shift, and I went from here. I dragged it up to here. A line should appear. And also right here. And now I could fill that with red. Or you know what? I'm just gonna use a red line. As you could see, in my real project, it was very thick. And basically paint. Here. Look how I used this amount, which represents 1 pixel length. Now let's use that. Okay, now I'm done with the cross. If you look from the outside, it's good. And from the inside too. Now let's make a circle. But make the width thicker, like this. And you might want to zoom out of it too. Choose a point. And then its opposite point. If you want the central circle to be thick, you can do it like this. Or if you want it to be small, you can just use this point. And we can erase that one. Yeah, I prefer the bigger one. Being exact is a good idea. We finished making the target, and now let's code forever. Go to mouse pointer. Here. Now the target follows you. Now we have to make a shark sprite. In the other project, you saw there were multiple sharks, but I only used one shark. And this time you will be learning how to make multiple sharks out of just one sprite. See, I swear that I only had one sprite. But which shark do you think is bigger? The shark right here or the shark right here? This one. I used the shrink. I shrank the size because first I thought this was too big. Now we want to make it move. Since there are 5 lives on each shark, let's repeat this 5 times. Repeat until touching, no, actually, touch this block because we're gonna do like this. Repeat until touching mouse pointer and mouse down. What this means is that the mouse pointer has touched the shark and clicked it. But as you can see, look, the target is supposed to be at the front, but it goes behind. Always new sprites are at front, so let's just put one more block. Go to front. You might want to put that block in the forever, just in case. So, now it's in front. And don't forget to name your target a meaningful name. And set the shark's rotation style to left, right. Now we want this to move 10 steps, and if on edge, bounce. Okay, now it's working well, but then the shark doesn't turn. Yeah, we can make the shark appear at a random wide coordinate, but that won't work. And just one testing. I clicked it and it stopped. Nice. And now let's create a new script and let's do repeat until touching mouse pointer and mouse down, but we can duplicate this. Sorry, my duplicating is bad. Okay, I guess I'll just have to make another one. I'll try to do it really quick. There. We want this to turn 15 degrees to the right. Now let's try. As you can see, the shark is going in a circle because you can guess why. Now, we want this to turn once a while, so let's wait 2 seconds. Good. But there's still one thing. Number 1, the shark is too slow. Number 2, A real shark doesn't move in a pattern, especially this pattern. So what should we do? Let's start with number 1 first. We can always fix the speed. Maybe this is too fast. And let's fix number 2. You can use the pick random blocks in all of these 3. I'll choose 10 to 30. And then I'll choose 10 to 45. And here I'll choose 1 to 5. Now let's try. Yeah, it's working pretty well. You might want to slow down the speed a little. Yes, that's good. And now, don't forget to name this the meaningful name. And now, here's what we're gonna do now. Create some clones. Okay, clones are, look, they're a bit like the stamp block. Like, for example, when you go to the pen, click stamp. Now, the shark is stamped like in art. Now it's clear. But then, stamp just creates art. Clones make working sprites. Like, when I press, like, create clone of myself. Here. Create. Now, the reason why this clone doesn't move is because when we in fact clicked, only occurs to the real sprite. So, here's how I did. I made the real one just hide, and then all the sharks you saw in this game were just clones. Yes, they were clones. See? The original sprite just hid. How dare you just saw it? Okay. Now, let's bring the when I start as a clone block. Put all of this here. And let's try this. You know what's wrong? Look. The actual sprite hid. It made a clone. The clone also hides. So the clone should show. Now what will happen? Nice. There. Now, what we do is, but here, it made clones. It made clones time to time. Here's how I did that. I bring a new sprite. And then, I want this to go forever. Wait 10 seconds. And create clone of myself. Let's make it 2 because we don't have time. You might want to bring this up. There, it's working well. If you put some stamps, yeah, it'll work. Clear. There. But we want the time from the shark appearing new shark appearing this time, the new shark appearing next time to be shorter. Like for example, the shark appeared 10 seconds later, then the next shark appears 9 seconds later, then the next one appears 8.1 seconds later, and so on. We can do that by making a variable called a, and we will hide it. We want to set a to 10 here, and right here, set a to a times 0.9. So that basically means a is getting smaller every time. And the final thing we'll do is wait 8 seconds. 1. I can see that the sharks are appearing in time, but faster each time. There. Here. Now, we have to make some fading ins. Like so. We can change this number to 4. And then we want to change the ghost effect by 20. And let's make a new variable called score. And we can put set score to 0 right here. Change score by 1 and wait 1 second. And then, so let's say this was repeated 4 times. So the ghost effect is 80. And now, actually, let's just make it 5 again. And then, delete this clone. Here. Now, here comes the screaming part. Make a new variable called number of sharks. And then hide it. And then first set number of sharks to 0. Then change number of sharks by 1 here. No. Every time a clone is made, change number of sharks by 1. And when a clone is disappeared, change number of sharks by -1. Here, and when green flag is clicked, forever if number of sharks equals 10, bring in a new sound, go to human, scream female, and play sound scream female until done. That's the important part. Just play sound means you just play sound while going for the below blocks, but until if you put this block, you play this sound first and wait until it's done, then proceed to the next blocks. Because after this, we will stop all things. Let's try. This game is good because it has levels. There. And now, let's shrink this number. For a while. To just activate the screaming one. 7, 8, 9. Okay, it works well. Now, let's change the backdrop. I recommend the underwater too. Let's delete this backdrop. Don't be freaked out by this scene. You can just zoom out. And now, here, it says world record. Now, let's create a new variable called world record. And place it right here. And when green flag is clicked, forever, if your score is higher than the world record, so that basically means if you got a new world record, set the new world record to your score. Here. Now let's play the original game. And let's play our game. Can you find the difference between that game and this game? It doesn't have the baby shark music. How to input the baby shark music? I'm sure you have heard about the baby shark music. Okay, go to sounds. Actually, first you have to download the baby shark music, and then I already did that. Click this icon right here. Go to yours. And then it'll take a while to load. Yeah. There. We've got the sound. Go to scripts, play sound, baby shark until done. Let's try. Let's try. Do the baby shark, do the baby shark. And it goes on. Let's test for the scream. And as you can see, the score increases. Right now. I think one more shark is needed. Or maybe two. There. You might have not heard the scream because of the background baby shark music, but it's okay. And finally, reload the project to make sure your name appears right here. Don't freak out if it says Shark Shot 2, because we already have a project named that. And finally, share. you can favorite your project and love it to yourself. Now you can put instructions to viewers like that. And that's it for today. Bye, and subscribe to make more fancy games later. Bye!